Why a Congress controlled by Democrats would be bad, really bad, for America. Democrats are expecting to retake control of Congress in the November midterm elections, and anti-Trump political experts and their media allies are predictably jumping on the Democratic bandwagon. History is on our side. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, Democrat California, predicts. A bigly blue wave is coming this November, says Representative Ted Lieu, Democrat California, Vice Chairman of the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. 538's Harry Yunton recently suggested the Democrats' wave could turn into a flood. A CNN analysis of the midterms concluded, Republicans are sprinting for the exits. While the November elections will certainly be a challenge for Republicans, as I recently explained, Democrats shouldn't be too overconfident. But suppose the Democrats are right and the anti-Trump media get their way. What would a Democratic takeover of Congress mean for Americans? Endless investigations and articles of impeachment. If you think the Russia investigation, yet to yield any evidence of collusion, has grown tiresome, just wait until Democrats launch investigations into everything from President Trump's latest politically incorrect comments to his personal finances. Public Citizen, an anti-Trump advocacy group, recently accused President Trump of unprecedented conflicts of interest. Why? Because Republican candidates and other individuals at stated properties linked to the president. This is hardly a smoking gun, but Public Citizen has already joined with 17 congressional Democrats in suing the Trump administration for documents regarding the Trump International Hotel in Washington. At the same time, more than 100 Democrats have joined together asking the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee to launch an investigation into sexual misconduct allegations against President Trump. And then there's impeachment. In December, 3 in 10 House Democrats voted to consider impeaching President Trump. They're emboldened by the roughly 70% of Democrats who believe the president ought to be removed from office for reasons unclear. Senator Cory Booker, DNJ, has even begun circulating an online petition calling for President Trump to resign. There has been no greater validation of President Trump's agenda than the booming stock market. The S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at their highest levels ever Thursday after big gains since January 2017. Much of the Trump boom can be traced to consumer confidence, which remains at a 17-year high. And tax reform certainly hasn't hurt. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is expected to increase America's gross domestic product by nearly 4% over the long term, while creating almost 1 million full-time jobs. But we've already seen a glimpse of what happens when Democrats and their media accomplices undermine President Trump's economic agenda. When ABC News chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross falsely reported on former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's plea deal, the markets panicked and the Dow plunged 350 points. Imagine the market shock if Democratic leadership makes it a top priority to investigate and impeach President Trump, while obstructing his pro-growth agenda of lower taxes and fewer regulations. Even as over 125 U.S. employers boosted paychecks and gave out generous bonuses to 2 million employees after tax reform was enacted, all the Democrats could do was scoff. That's all you need to know about their economic platform and how they would damage the Trump economic boom. Open borders on overdrive. President Trump continues to take the lead on border security and is seeking $25 billion from Congress for a wall along our southern border. But congressional Democrats are more concerned with protecting illegal immigrants than American citizens. In line with Hillary Clinton's dream of open borders, her party has repeatedly stymied Republican efforts to secure our border. Some congressional Democrats have even opposed any government funding bill that does not address the unconstitutional Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals (DACA) program. Their message is clear: illegal immigrants are more important than funding the government. So ask yourself, do we really want Democrats in control of Congress? As November nears, let's hope more and more Americans realize the answer is an unequivocal no.